Alright, this is part 2 of the video that I started this morning. I'm just got done with the VA. I'm headed back to the house. I'm going to take the long way around just so that I can get a little bit more airtime on this one. And I'm not talking extremely loud, because I'm not sure if y'all can hear me over highway speeds or not. So, because of that, we're going the long way. It'll be a little bit more scenic because I'm going through the city. I say a little bit because I'm actually going to take a even longer route. Take you by Lake Waco, because I kind of like that area. It's a really nice area to drive through, and it's an okay place to go swimming at. I'm not sure about fishing because I've never been fishing out there. But yeah, there's the main area of the VA. It's a great place. A lot of really good people. They definitely help out a lot, and they really care for us veterans. I know there's a lot of controversy going around. There's a lot of crap with veteran affairs. And the thing is, yeah, there is. Do I have any problems with it? Personally, no. I really haven't had any problems. But I'm one of the lucky few. I've met a guy that I forget how often he does it, but he walks all the way from Houston to Dallas. I don't even know how many times a month he walks, or how many times a week or whatever, but this man walks a lot. And it's he walks for his VA appointments. He doesn't. I don't even know how disabled the guy is. I really don't. I didn't ask him. All I know is that when I met him, I met him a year ago. The guy looked like he was kind of hungry, kind of thirsty, so me and a buddy of mine, back when I used to work for a senior center down in my grandma's hometown, where she lived. We fed the man, we got him something to drink, and we even gave him we packed him up a meal so that he could have something on the road. But yeah, he got a short end of the stick as far as the VA goes. I kind of feel bad because I didn't. I mean, granted, yeah, it took me a year, almost 2 years after getting out before I finally got any disability or any of that stuff. So, I mean, it takes some time to get it, but if you luck out, you're great. If you don't luck out, then you really get a shitty deal. Now, personally, do I know anybody that's gotten a real shitty deal other than that one guy? No, I don't. everyone I know that has gone to the VA, they've gotten help. That went to the VA, they got help. I don't know how many of the guys I served with are now dealing with the VA. Hell, as far as I know, a lot of them are still in. There's a lot of them that are out. Hell, I've got a couple of buddies of mine that they got out from doing, our majority of our MOS, we were truck drivers. The others of us, at least in my platoon, were ammo guys. And damn near, as far as I know, because I really haven't been keeping a lot of good touch with everyone that I went with. But I know a couple of guys that they got out and they went to trucking. And they're over-the-road truckers. I congratulate them. Hey, you're doing a great service and all. We did a great service when we were in, and y'all are continuing to do that service once y'all got out. I mean, my hat's off to you guys. You're some badass men. Hell, everyone I served with, we're all a bunch of badasses. We did a lot more than what we needed to do. I mean, hell, we all signed that dotted line. We all raised our hand. And we all came back. Yeah, it hits me pretty hard that we've lost a few of us here back in the States. I don't remember how many we've lost, but I know that we all have lost a real good buddy, Nitro. Nitro was a great man. He was a great soldier. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say about the man. Everything, I mean, he's a fucking awesome guy. I really haven't been keeping in contact with everybody, like I said before. So I'm not sure how many of us there still are, how many of us are still in the Army, how many of us have gotten out. But I got out, and I did a lot of work once I got out. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do a lot of sitting on my ass now. But, I mean, a couple of years ago, I was doing the college thing, getting an education, and, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody needs to get that education if they can get it. If you can't get it, hell, join the Army, join the Marines. Hell, if you have to, join the Air Force or the Navy. I don't care. But get out there, better yourself. Get you the education that you need so that you can succeed in life. Because there's one thing that I've learned over the years, that every day you live, there's something to learn. And when the day comes that you cannot learn something that day, then you're done. You don't need to be here anymore. But I don't know anyone that can't learn something every day of their life. Yeah, you're not going to master it in one day. You don't have to. You put forth an effort to learn something, and it's knowledge. It's another tool to go in your toolbox. And damn near everybody I've worked with in the Army, outside the Army, everyone that I've lived with, they'll all agree. The more tools you got in your toolbox, the more stuff that you can do. The more situations that you can work through. and the better off you are. Yeah, every tool is not going to work for every situation. That's fine. As long as you got a tool to work for your situation, you're doing good. But you've got to learn those tools. You've got to get them. You've got to get a hold of them. You got to use them. Because there's a lot of people they can attest to it. If you don't use a tool, it collects dust. Once it collects dust, it starts to rust. It gets dirty. It stops working. What good is a broken tool and a toolbox full of good tools? I mean, it does no good. So learn the tools, learn the information, and better yourself. Yeah, if you don't need a tool for something, maybe somebody else can. Teach somebody else to use that tool. Because what good is having the knowledge if you can't get it out to anybody else that might need it? I'm done with that rant. It probably wasn't necessary, but there's some stuff that goes on through my head. Here in a little bit, I mean, real little, we'll be coming up to Lake Waco here on my left, which you might be able to start to see it right up there a little bit. If you ever come out, yeah, it's a wonderful place. It's a good place to swim. I enjoy it. And some people say different. I'm not worried about it. I like it. I've got a bunch of good friends that they like to come out also, and we all just kind of hang out and bullshit and drink beer. But it's a nice place to just kind of hang out and chill. But yeah, guys, with this being my second video, definitely leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hell, let me know if you think this is stupid. If I could change something. It's my first time, well, second video, but this is the first time I'm doing this stuff, so I'm not a professional. Never done it before. But I'm giving it a go. I'm trying to learn how to do this stuff. Because in the long run, I hope that it can help me with my anxiety, my PTSD, help me with my depression, and just give me something to do besides sit on the back of my machine and have all these thoughts just rattling around in my head. Because as you know, sometimes it's okay to think to yourself. Sometimes it can be really bad. Personally, good or bad, I like to get it out there. Because if I get it out there, there might be something that someone else can pick up. There might be something that someone else can learn from. Hell, if anything, use me as a bad example. I'm not worried about it. Use me as a good example. If you can learn from me about something, I'm okay. It sounds awesome. If you can't learn anything from me, well, no big deal. Maybe you already know all the stuff I know. But that goes back to the whole deal of you can learn something from every day. And the whole thing about learning something from every day, there's another thing that I've learned that I gotta thank my mentor for telling me about. Everybody used to say, life is short. So do whatever you gotta do, you wanna do, you need to do today. Life's short. You can look at it that way. But my mentor, I love the man. He's a great man. I've learned a lot from him. But one of his sayings that he told me, especially about life, is no, life isn't short. Life is the longest fucking thing you'll ever do in your entire life. So it's okay to put off some things for tomorrow. You don't have to go rushing through life trying to get everything done today. If it doesn't need to be done today, it's okay. You could do it tomorrow. Yeah, you could die tomorrow. But me, personally, I'd rather die tomorrow having put off something that wasn't necessarily needed to be done today than rush my whole life today and fuck something up and die today. Because then what good was it? I still might not have done whatever it was that I could have put off till tomorrow. I might have. And now I've got everything done and I'm dead. I've got nothing for tomorrow. So, yeah, guys, life is the longest fucking thing you will ever do in your entire life. So, don't rush today. Every day has 24 hours. You don't have to get 36 hours out of it. So, if you don't need to do it today, don't do it. Put it off for tomorrow. It'll be okay. If it needs to be done today, get it done. Don't bullshit around. Because bullshitting around is what causes you to have to rush. And when you rush, take it from me, because I've done it. You forget things. You fuck up. Yeah, I'm still here, so none of my fuck-ups that cost me my life. But I've had some pretty bad fuck-ups. I've had some fuck-ups that could have been highly dangerous, were highly dangerous, because I was rushing around. As the saying goes, if it's worth doing right, it's worth taking your time and doing it once. Don't rush things. There's no need to rush. Don't take shortcuts. There's no need to. It's uncalled for. Do it right. Take your time. Don't rush.